what's up, you guys? Curious Owl here, and I know what you're thinking. Gabby, this is your writing vlog. Shouldn't you be at your laptop or something right now at the very beginning of your video? Well, that's actually a funny story, because I've done no writing this past month. September was really strange for me because I have done no writing at all this month, and it's not because I didn't want to, it was because I had a lot of school stuff get in the way and other family events, things of that nature. There's been a lot that's been coming up recently that I've been trying to start preparing for, because there's a lot in terms of my possible career that I'm getting involved with. I might be moving in with Robert probably in the near future, probably by the end of the semester. And it's really nerve-wracking, but it's a lot of good stuff. But the thing is not just with all that, but with school and other things that have been going on in my life, I just haven't had time to write. And unfortunately, that's just how sometimes things are. But thankfully, I've still got a lot of passion. You know, despite not writing for over a month now, I still have a lot of passion to work on Like Father, Like Son. It's something that has been a passion project of mine since I was in high school, and I don't see myself ever really fully giving it up anytime soon. I joined Sigma Tau Delta, which if you guys watched my haul for them this time last year, I did like a book haul where I bought a bunch of books they were selling, and I've actually joined that fraternity, kind of fraternity, co-ed fraternity basically for English majors. And I just decided to do it. It was my last semester, and I'm going to be probably presenting at a conference we're doing in November, then probably presenting at another conference that is national in March of 2019. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that I'm just like, holy crap, I really don't see how I would have the time to write right now. But there's a couple different things that I did want to talk about. One of them regarding the Sigma Tau Delta conference that's coming up in November, which I will hopefully be recording stuff for. I don't know how that's going to work, but I will try my best. I'm going to actually be presenting something that is going to be presented not only there, but hopefully at the national conference in Minnesota or Missouri. I don't remember which one it is. In March of 2019. Basically what I'm going to be presenting is a paper talking about basically the discussion about mental health stigma within novels and the fact that it is used to villainize certain characters, or mental health is villainized by certain characters, kind of thing like that. The inspiration kind of coming from this has been a couple of different things. One of it has been the Shane Dawson, Jake Paul series that's been going on recently on YouTube. And also, one of my favorite series that actually inspired me to write my own mystery novel, which is the Alex Cross series by James Patterson. And basically what this paper is going to go into is talking about how it's important as writers that we, especially those that are writing fiction, that we keep aware of the fact that what we say about the way that characters' mental health is within a story can in turn villainize those that have that mental illness. So for instance, by having a character who is a sociopath with antisocial personality disorder, if that is shown in a light that is more negative and that's all around the mental illness itself as opposed to the person, then it therefore villainizes the mental illness, which is a huge, huge problem within writing. And it's important that writers begin to recognize this, and we start to find a way to villainize the person, not the mental illness. And there's a couple examples that I would want to go into. For instance, the way that Shane Dawson talks about the Jake Paul scenario is that in the very first episode, he says that Jake is a sociopath, but he has no idea what even a sociopath means. That in and of itself is a little harmful, because it's making an assumption about somebody with no prior knowledge, with no actual credible history in psychology. That's something that is really harmful. What that does is it actually villainizes people with antisocial personality disorder, because it makes it seem that everyone with antisocial personality disorder is a sociopath and therefore is evil inherently and is just a bad person you never want to be around, where more often than not, people with ASPD are not like that. They're actually wanting to get help from individuals that are licensed therapists or counselors, and they're trying to make it so that they can live a better life and not basically live with their mental illness in the damaging way that it can be. So a lot of the paper is focusing on kind of that move away from the stigma of, you know, things that are harmful with mental illness, and the stigma of mental illness being the ultimate cause for evil, basically, and finding ways to use mental illness as not a crutch for a person's villainy, if that makes sense. For instance, and this is an example I will use in the paper, the Alex Cross series, the first book, Along Came a Spider, talks about a character named Gary who you learn from the main character, who is a criminal profiler and criminal psychologist, that he has essentially ASPD, but he is able to make decisions on his own regardless of the fact that he has ASPD and lives a double life and things of that nature. The thing is that's the best representation I think you can do for those with ASPD, because it's not villainizing the mental illness, it is villainizing the person because of the choices they make, regardless of the fact that they have the mental illness. And I think that that is something we need to push more for, is that somebody that has a mental illness is not evil, and if they are evil, it is not because of their mental illness. It is because of the choices they make and the things that they do that make them inherently evil. So that's basically the project that I'm going to be working on a lot within this month in particular, because the deadline to submit my title and abstract for it is the end of October. I believe it's October 29th, and the conference is November 19th, so I really need to get my butt in gear for that. That's pretty much the extent of the news I have for you guys in terms of my writing for the last month, because like I said, I haven't really written much, but I've got a lot of projects that I'm planning on working on. Once I get to a certain point within Like Father, Like Son, hopefully this month I will start outlining a new series that I've been thinking of for a long time. It's not going to come anywhere near drafting for several months from now, but I want to get the ideas I want down for it. When I get to this certain point, it's kind of like a reward for myself to getting to a certain point in Like Father, Like Son, as I'm almost halfway done with it at this point in time. So I don't know. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited for both Like Father, Like Son to be almost halfway done with the drafting process, and to start thinking of this other series that I've been really thinking of a lot since last semester that I started working on, and I've just been building and building stories with it within my mind, and I'm really excited to flesh out this world in particular, because it's going to be a very, very vast world, and I'm very excited to delve into it and delve into writing my very first fantasy. Whew, I'm excited. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. That's pretty much the extent of what I've been coming up with this last month. If you guys have been struggling with your own writing, let me know down in the comments below if you have any tips for, getting back into the swing of writing, because I'm probably going to need that coming up in the next couple weeks. And let me know what you guys think of my conference topic. Do you guys think it's something that you would be interested in learning more about? Do you think that it would be cool for me to try to record things if I could? I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I could honestly try, if for nothing else, then at least my talk at least about it. So I don't know, we'll see. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys.